up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome back to another episode of Arknights. This is going to be part 2 to our Hortus de Escapismo playthrough. And hopefully this time I'll do a little bit better for you because I'm not as exhausted as I was recording the beginning there. And for that, I do apologize again for that because that's not my best quality work, but had this in me that number one, we're running low on time, and number two, I just really wanted something to do last night that, well, rather this morning, because this is later the same day, January 1st, that I'm recording this. But it's one of those things, I wanted something to do. I didn't want to go to bed yet. I wasn't tired at the time that I started recording. But my body obviously disagreed as we were recording. So I apologize, and I will do better in the future with quality and things like that as far as trying not to. I know you guys have seen me yawn and be tired and recording before, and usually my best times to actually record are late at night and things like that when the kids are in bed and whatnot. That's when I play and record these kind of things for you guys. So typically this is one of the last things I do on my nightly basis is do my recording, and then I go and get myself ready for sleep and stuff for work or whatever's going on the next day. And with that being said, this is where we're at. But again, hopefully I will do what I can in order to change and adjust to do a little bit better in the future as far as making sure I'm a little more alert and a little better when it comes to voices and narrating and making sure that I'm not breaking things up too much by my yawns and other stuff that kind of adds in distraction. Now, one thing, though, that is kind of weird that I will say that, yes, of course it was because I was tired, but I noticed that certain voices, like especially with the Bishop, Stefano, I as I was doing that voice, I could feel that making my like it was giving me a feeling in here that was like forcing me to yawn. It was kind of strange, but certain voices were adding to it and accentuating my yawns. But either way, point is, we'll do better in the future, and I still apologize for that. Moving on, though, let's jump into part 2 and continue to unravel this mystery. We now have a fallen Sankta. We have an accident, something that happened, and we have the Sarkaz planning to leave, preparing to leave this city, and Federico and the others still looking for Oren. Oren's gone. Oren is nowhere to be found. Lemuin doesn't want to leave, and they're preparing for a future date to bring the rest of the Sankta and the people of this monastery with them. And I don't quite know yet what is causing some of the strange mishaps, like the lady that Amitanita or whatever her name is, or Nina, and she was middle of conversation, forgetting what she was talking about and kind of acting strange. Federico picks up on that and so on. Different demeanor things and stuff going on with different characters, that other strange bishop or saint or whatever he is that's there, and the creature person thing in the basement of that area. Those things are obviously very strange, but is there something going on that's causing the changes in demeanor, or is that still related to Artoria Virtuosa, being that she's there as well? And Federico hasn't come across her yet. So the question is, are they going to run into each other? And is she causing the problem? I don't know, but we're going to find out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in and get started.
Where's Texas? It's almost time for the countdown. Shouldn't she be at Rhodes Island? Ha! To think I don't even get to see her on a day like this. Where are those precious friends of hers? I'm going to find Texas. Wanna come with, Doctor?
Absolutely, Pookie. As you guys just saw, that was actually the New Year's special message. So there's a bunch of characters that got a special New Year's message. Basically, today, they, after rollover time and things, you can go through and you can check them and see their New Year's greeting. So you can log in, and whoever your assistant is will say their greeting often, or sometimes they won't, sometimes they will. And then again, they're in the operator lines if you go into each operator and stuff like that. So it's really, really neat to see the effort that Hypergriff, Yostar, the Arknights team are putting into the game to add little fun things like that. I'm anxious to see what happens on my birthday, though. But either way, let's dive in. And before we do, though, I've got the money that I needed at the end of last time in order to E2 Wishadel. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go.
I don't have the energy to waste on saving this land. I just want to kick in the military commission's front door and make Laterano candles out of the guys inside. Then blow them sky high, spreading out into the Babel logo with 15 different colors. I'll send you an invite to the show. It's gonna be one for the ages, I guarantee.
I will gladly accept that invite, Wishadel. Let's give you a little bit of a power boost that you really need it.
You don't have to prove anything to me with your videos. We'll see how you take advantage of people's lives.
We're gonna bump it up to skill 3 here. So, immediately summons 2 Revenant Shadows in attack range, up to 3 at a time. They remain after the skill expires. Attack plus 150%. Attack interval is greatly increased. Attacks deal 190% attack. Splash area is greatly increased. Talent 1 trigger chance is increased to 100%. Skill activation grants 6 ammo, and the skill ends when all ammo is used. Can manually deactivate the skill. Now, Talent 1 is Souvenir. Attacks have 115% attack against the main target and attach an after image to it. After images have a 15% chance to explode when affected by Wishadel's aftershock, dealing 150% attack as physical damage for all nearby enemies and stunning them for 1 second. And there's this Revenant's Echo. After deployment, immediately summons a Revenant Shadow in attack range, gains camouflage when near a Revenant Shadow. So that's a very interesting thing for Wishadel. But now that we've got her a little more powered up, her default skill has to be that one.
I die here, use the pension to buy some roast potatoes for the gang.
Okay, well, we'll do that. But all right, we're ready to rock and roll and to start. Why is that giving me a thing? Oh, her module. What's this need? Intermezzo DM-5 with a 3-star. So that's Dark Knight's Memoir. We're gonna have to do that. 3-star rating, deploy your own Wishadel, and have Wishadel defeat at least 20 enemies. I'm gonna need 2 more of these, so I'll have to play through some of episode 5 to get that. Deal a total of 120,000 damage. We might even get that tonight. But let's see how much further we can get in the story here. Now, we still have HE 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's another tutorial stage, and there's 2 more story stages. There's a story 2 and the epilogue, of course. So we've got a total of 9 different stages that we need to do. But moving on, let's do HE-3. Excuse me. Here we go. The sensation is hard to describe. There's a strange itch on her forehead. The halo atop her crown flickers with no rhyme or reason. Her view begins gradually to dim. Yes, Fortuna can see the wrinkled abbot's incredulous gaze and hear the noise of the onlooking crowd. But she attempts to feel the old man's mind, as she may have done every time before, and yet his emotions no longer drift their way into her soul, not even a hint or trace. She cannot sense the other Sankta. She's no longer amongst them. Comfy here. Fallen. What's the meaning of this? What's happening to Fortuna? Is she sick? I'll explain on the way back. First, we handle the pressing matters here. Ave Stefano! Save Fina! I'm begging you, save her, hurry! Child, do not panic. Tell me clearly, what is it that happened? Fina was bleeding everywhere and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't find anyone to help. It was just a dumb fight. Fina wanted my patron firearm. I should have just given it to her. Why didn't I give it to her? It's all my fault. Fear not, child. There is naught to fear. As informed by present circumstances, I would consider this a case of accidental injury with no subjective intent to harm. Silence, executor! You would accuse this child of aggrieving her own kin. How can your finger know to lay such blame? It is the most rational assumption. Rejection by the commandments is not insurmountable. Unintentional discharges are particularly common. The sheer drivel!
No, he's right. It was me. I pulled the trigger.
Fortuna, no, you...
Stefano, it was my fault. I'll take it however they punish me. But Fina's still... She's been hurt. Please, you have to save her.
Fine, I'll see to it now.
I'll go. I'm good with first aid. Give me a location. Just go to my room.
I can show you the way. If you would, Clement.
Let's talk more action. Move!
Spurrier heading into action. This way, follow me. Here, right here. The door's wide open. Oh, the blood. Delphina!
Quiet down. You want everyone to hear about this? Move, let me work. Oh, she's in bad shape. Bleeding's too profuse. And her wound is...
What do we do now? Flowers, right. I remember His Excellency saying the sacrarium's flowers could be used for healing. Yes, right. They have to be... Wait while I pick some.
Don't bother.
Let me go. If I leave right now, we might still make it.
There's no point. Even if we stop the bleeding, we're out of time.
What? How can there be no point?
Because there isn't one. She was shot point blank. Severe loss of blood. I can't detect breathing. I've tried first aid. Nothing. I couldn't get a pulse.
No breath and no pulse.
It's very likely she was taken instantly. Girl is dead. I've locked the entrance. No one was around, fortunately. We can't have many eyewitnesses. How are we handling this?
We wait for Serpilia to conclude treatment. Halo discoloration is characteristic of a fallen angel. She is falling rapidly. With consideration for stability within the monastery, this is my suggestion. Cancel the sermon and lock down all news of this. I have a proposal. In order to avert unnecessary conflict, I and my colleagues will take over patrol duty for the following interim. All inhabitants should return to their rooms as soon as possible and await final verdict tomorrow. This will ensure that, to the maximum extent, that there are no further accidents. Reverend Executor, this abbey is not under Lateran jurisdiction until it arrives at its final destination. I am aware. We can address any problems within the monastery on our own. We wouldn't hassle our Lateran visitors. As you so rightly indicated, Reverend Executor, this was simply an accident. Given we still don't know Delphina's condition, this could all be a false alarm. Accident or not, she has fallen. It is mandatory that issues of fallen angels are assessed and addressed personally by His Holiness and the Sacred College of Cardinals. So you want to take her back to Laterano? Not that I've once seen a two-horned Sankta in Laterano. Not ever. Tell me, Reverend Executor, how can her being addressed inspire trust in me?
Well, Federico, I'm just mentioning this, but didn't His Holiness tell you to keep an eye on how often you contradict people?
What? I am not manifesting any contradiction.
Okay. I mean, your approach could be a little more conciliatory.
So, okay. I do not understand your meaning, but thank you for the suggestion.
I'll take it. I think we're not going to get anywhere arguing about it here. Seeing as we can't leave for now anyway, we might want to find a place for Signora Fortuna here to catch her breath for a while. Once we have the situation under control and everyone's calmed down somewhat, we'll still have plenty of time to discuss how exactly we resolve this. And Most Reverend Abbot, you don't have to be so wary of Laterano. Similar cases have happened before. As long as we're sure the commandments weren't violated with malice, the punishment should be light at most. Right, Federico?
Correct, but you did not have the authority to divulge that information, Rochelle.
Look, special circumstances. Just the both of you. Consider it?
I have no objection. I worry.
Stefano, don't. It was my fault. Whatever the punishment is, I'll accept it.
Fortuna.
I'll go with you, Signor. Then we're decided. I'll find Signora Fortuna somewhere to rest. You two stay here for the moment and calm down.
This room looks good enough. Very spacious to boot. Don't worry too much. Your case is a relatively special one, and I imagine His Holiness will get personally involved. As long as there wasn't intent to harm, it shouldn't end up too severe. Is Fina, the wounded Sankta citizen? We still can't be sure of her condition, but my colleague should be treating her now. Let's think positive. Things may not be that bad. My horns. I wonder why I'm growing horns like a sarcassus. Well, that I'm not too sure myself. In any case, someone will tell you once we're in Laterano. For now, just rest up here. Okay. I'll be outside the door. If you need anything, just knock for me. Who knows how Federico's going to handle this? You know what? I am a pretty sensitive guy, if I'm being honest. I always get this cold sweat when someone's creeping around behind me. The fun's over. Come out, Horan. Just one question. How'd you see me? I was just bluffing, actually. I didn't think you would come out. You're not expecting me to believe that, are you? Why not? I'm good either way. Whatever, Rochelle, you little cheat. Don't say that. I'm more honest than Serpilia, at least. She's one of yours, isn't she? She was lying. No, not outright, I guess. She just declined to say everything. Where is this coming from? We were asking her about her relation to you. All she effectively said was I couldn't care less about him, without revealing anything else. She was dodging Federico's questions. And that's your entire reason for saying she was lying? Don't you think that's a weird conclusion? I think having the same skill under my belt helps. Besides, look at the situation here. It's easy to guess how you'd act, and I'd also guessed Federico's guessed. There's no winning with you. Plan A should have been dragging him off for drinks after all. Followed by him carting you back to the Lateran? This monastery's guests have more swagger than you think. Can't say Federico would care to wrangle me once it's all going down. Sounds like trouble really is brewing here. So, Oren, what are you and Serpilia planning exactly? Once you hear me out, are you going to help me? That remains to be seen. I'd have to hear the answer first to decide. Federico, I've got bad news. Wait, is there anyone with you? Rochelle is not here. Who cares about him? I mean, is that Fortuna kid with you? No, Rochelle escorted her to accommodations. If you have discovered anything, please inform me. I require confirmation of the aggrieved citizen's condition. Fine. Then I'll give it to you straight. We were too late. Confirmed deceased? Confirmed. It was a fatal gunshot wound. Barring a true miracle, she's not coming back to life. Oh, and the guy with me called Clement. He said he was going to pick some flowers, and I didn't care. I let him go. He was out of his mind when he left. Flowers. Per the intel, the Abbey's specialty. Not many left right now, I gather, and that's not important. The hole was an accident, Federico. The girl wasn't lying. Accidental discharge. It might not be all that severe. His Holiness will judge. Sure. I mean, even Mostima flies with him. I'm sure Her Holiness will forgive with wide arms, just like always. I'll contact Rochelle in a bit. I'm sure he misses being free range. It'll be me watching the girl. I won't let her run off. As for how Lemu and Oren are doing... Has Oren Argiolus made contact with you? Am I under suspicion here? By my judgment, yes. Oren's movements were not placed under any restrictions. Failure to contact the Lateran is conduct of his own subjective. The Sarkaz are involved in these affairs. I conjecture Oren would not immediately leave. If he wanted all leeway for operation, it would require finding a collaborator. And so you suspect me? But what about Rochelle? No thoughts about him? Rochelle does not have as ample time to act alone as you do. His level of suspicion ranks below yours. You're a smart cookie, Federico. Here's my comment. No comment. All guesses here are yours. I haven't said a thing. Good? Good. I'll be in touch. Oh, yeah. Is the abbot there? Yes. Are you going to relay the news to him? That is unnecessary. He has heard it. Delphina. I must see for myself. I need to see the child. Your Excellency, may act freely.
However, Serpelia would not misjudge. I do not recommend spending additional time on reconfirming. I am tentatively assuming Oren Argiolus is still aboard, and he has some sort of scheme. I must now ascertain in detail all movements he made prior to his disappearance staying at this monastery, as well as all recent absences and returns of monastery personnel. Ask you comply. Reverend Executor, what is necessity to you? What line do you draw between the necessary and unnecessary? Can you truly not hear your kin lamenting? Does emotion truly mean nothing in your mind? I will not deny that. And should that be that you are no worthy harbinger of paradise? And should you represent Laterano, Laterano is no worthy shepherd of my faith. Please answer my questions, Your Excellency. Has Oren acted abnormally in any way within the monastery? Have any other people lodged recently at the monastery? My words are wasted on you. Do as you will, Reverend Executor. You didn't answer his questions, though. Maybe comply with them. He's trying to investigate your place, but... Finished. Trust him to use up every last page of a notebook this thick. Lemon heaves a sigh and closes the antique, plain-colored notebook shut. Her fingers trace over the nicks and scrapes that decorate the cover, each one hiding a story of its own. If back then... Oh, what am I thinking? Right, now then. It's time I got to work myself. The Serpelia's group already here. I can't keep on dawdling. Is someone outside? If you're looking for me, you can come right in. Ooh, twisted monster. Well, that's not a guest I'd expect. Sorry, visitor, but you came at a bad time. I don't have any tea to offer you. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Never mind the use of force. Death has its own resting place.
Okay, we're gonna put one here. We've only got the one block here. That's interesting.
We're fighting you guys.
Oh, but they come out there.
Do your bestest job, or I'll be really bored.
He just died.
Your lives are mine to protect.
Ooh, that one didn't walk in the hole. So let's take care of him.
Bad luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Brought me a drink. Ooh, whoa.
Need speed to succeed.
11, 12. You go here, regular Texas.
I'm prepared to fight. Where do you wish to go your lives? Now ignited.
Okay. What's up? Okay, hold on. Let me press this. Ooh. It's good. Yummo. Thank you.
Moving to designated
Perfect
location.
timing. Wifey brings me a drink when I needed.
Anything outside the plan, I'll judge for myself.
Put that guy there. That way they don't have a lot of time to act. Okay.
Roar. Oh, you can't stop me.
Ready to move. A valiant straggler. But you won't get away.
Calm that guy a little
I
bit.
wasn't supposed to clear skies for tuning. Rain clouds for
Endless burn.
Easy.
Crash the mission.
Put her
brigade.
there, now that I've got
I know
her
what you want.
ready to rock. Oh, that statue was destroyed by these guys, which is all good.
awaiting order. Cut them to pieces.
So you wrapped your brains.
Oh.
Who says there's always a countdown?
Bad luck. You ran into me.
Let's put an end to this show. Pronto.
Easy enough. Finished off. Got a good drink here to add to. Yum. I'm feeling good. Let's go. All right. We don't usually greet our visitors at gunpoint, save for special occasions. Pardon me if you're dissatisfied with your treatment in any way. Twisted monster, indecipherable howling. Not reacting at all to what I say. Is communication completely out the window? Not many human features left to show. Is it all hidden under those scales? I remember Iberian files mentioning this sort of mutation before. You couldn't be. Nope, the wheelchair's not going to cut it. Strange. Something's not right. Is its target not me? Where is it aiming? What is it trying to do? Too close. Forget it. I'll have to worry about that later. Nuh-uh. Just because I'm physically handicapped doesn't mean you can pick on me, visitor. Angry howling. Stay right there. Nope, I can't just let you slip away. That's interesting. There's a lot of mention of Iberia now as well, so what is the connection, and is that thing from Iberia? Is it a seaborne mutation of some sort? Interesting. We'll find out, I guess. When the elderly chat, the topic inevitably turns to Laterano. They call it bright, abundant, safe for all, disturbed by none. They say it's true paradise on Terra. The truth is, they all know the monastery's been adrift for decades, and only a dwindling few remain who've actually seen Laterano before. Perhaps 2 or 3, or maybe it's just Bishop Stefano now. They bring up Laterano, but the object of their nostalgia is a dream they're long overdue to wake from. A dream where the sun shines and the flowers are underfoot forever. Just as the monastery used to be, all those years ago. They're about to wither. They bloomed earlier than last year. I could guess they'd wither sooner, too. I just didn't think it'd be this soon. The few you picked were in wonderful blossom. They're not about to wilt yet. How pretty. Who'll be receiving these? I'm too late. There's no giving them now. They can't save anyone. Sorrow, pain, despair. Such complex overtones. There are other emotions hidden inside you, too. Are you angered? I wouldn't dare. You're a guest of His Excellency, Signora Artoria. You wouldn't dare, that's all. Very honest answer. My intuition has always been unusually accurate, Signor Florist. You seem to loathe me a little. No, not at all. You needn't worry. If anything is troubling you, I could be of help to you, I think. Help? I'm not sure what you mean, Signora Artoria. What would you help with? This hinges on your thoughts. It's not something for me to decide. Of course, you may not need any help at all. Call me meddlesome if you wish, or a bearer of bad intent, none of which I would mind, if it's for you to say. I just want to hear your thoughts. Your own thoughts. You're a strange one, Signora Artoria. You flatter me. You say you can help me. Of course, so long as you need. No, there's no need. Perhaps you could. Well, there's a great many you can help, but you can't help me. Oh? Signora Artoria, would you claim to be able to raise the dead? No. Can you make the harvest rich, or see that the cold winds stop? I'm very sorry, but I can't. Then can you return us to your original lives? I think that's supposed to be our. Then can you return us to our original lives, see that the barriers of old are no more? You could never. Then what of you, Clement? Have you never once entertained being able to solve all you speak of by your own hands? I've tried, but it was of no use. I've tried more than once, but I couldn't do it. The more effort we put in, the worse things get, more often than not. No one can make it all better. The abbot can't, Gerald can't, and neither can I. You can't help me, Signora Arturia. Please, don't bring this up again. And don't think I need the help of someone like you. You ask what my thoughts are. Let me tell you, I have no thoughts at all. What else can I come up with? The coming winter is too cold. Cold, yes. This heart is like soil frozen through, beneath a sheet of iciness. Yet I can feel notes lurking beneath the ice. I wonder how powerfully they will move us. It's not yet time. This composition is not bound for completion yet. Such unbearableness. Such tolerance. In times like these, I cannot help myself. Let me see. This melody is a perfect fit for the occasion. And she's about to play. Federico, I told you, your melodies are too rhythmic, too unperturbed. You should know that an all too rational melody will lack the sentiments to shake people. There's no warmth, no passion. Sometimes I can only be curious. Federico, when will you finally realize why it is you search? Strings. No, this is more than strings. There are originium arts affecting something within. These arts and this melody. Could they be? Now he's catching on, and he's gonna go find her. The sounds are nearing. Are they above? What's today's song? It's beautiful. Do you hear music every day here? Who? I am Executor Federico of the Notario Hall. Please answer my question. Notario Hall? What does that even... Oh, I see. You're that guest from Laterano that they were talking about, aren't you? Sometimes you can, hear this music around this time? I'm not too sure myself. Oh, right. I believe I heard about someone by the Sacrarium who plays a cello or something. Where's the Sacrarium? On the roof. Take the stairs outside and you'll be right... Wait! Excuse me, senor? What was the rush? Such a strange man. He just so... Again, I keep saying this and using this terminology, but Federico is just so robotic in his speech, but he's so blunt, forward, and to the point. He knows what he's doing. It's logic first, and he gets the job done. But like when he talks, man, he just has no emotion, no empathy and stuff. It's just, I'm doing this now, going for it. You know, that straightforward, this is how we do it thing. Like, very, very interesting, but it is what it is. Moving on. Welcome back, boss. Yeah. How ready are you to move out? More or less good. We don't have much to take with us, and we'd be overburdened anyway if we did. But there's been no word from the young ones we sent to scout the way. They might not make it in time for tomorrow morning. Wait a little longer. Stefano and I have talked it over, that we're leaving. They'll let it be, so no need to rush it now. If we still hear nothing by nightfall, then I'll take a team myself to find them. Sure, I'll update everyone in a minute. Oh, boss, there's one other thing. What is it? Hyman hasn't come back either. I looked around for her, but she's nowhere to be found. Is Ryman still gone as well? Yes. Got it. Leave this to me. Okay. But if Hyman never shows up, should we wait? Tomorrow morning, at the latest. If anyone's still not back after Matins, you and Raymond will set off with the rest as planned. But I'll stay behind. Dead or alive, I'll find Hyman. I swear I'd never abandon a single one of you. That's all we're worried about. You always take too much on yourself. Let's not bring up that name again. You call me boss, I have a duty to find you a way out. And I see you walking down a dead end. I know what I'm doing. Forget all that. No need to look so sad. Go on. Get everything good and ready. Shift change. Ah! There's a fright. Hi there, Serpilia. Who else would you expect? Does Federico even bother with this sort of work? How's the girl in there? Doing bad? Bad in a way. She hasn't said a word. Seems she's in shock. Hide over the scene. Are you the least bit curious about what actually happened? I can more or less guess. You and I both know how powerful a gun is. With that much blood loss, anyone would be doomed, wouldn't they? Your face says I'm on the mark. Did you tell her? What? Oh, as in that she might already be dead? Of course not. She's unsettled right now. Telling her the truth could just cause more problems. So what is your plan? Lie to her and say nothing's wrong? Muddle through? Figure out the rest later, I bet? You make it sound so bad, but still, that's basically it. Serpilia, something seems a little fishy with your emotions. What happened? None of your business. I'm doing great. If you say so. No problems in Serpilia land. Okay, I'll leave her to you. Every undependable bastard's on parade today. An accident caused by unintentional discharge. Huh, and so what? If I hadn't helped her... What? Make it quick. Wait, what do you mean Sarkaz in the outer vicinity? Are they still trying to break your blockade? Just a few, scouting the road? Fine, got it. What about Oren? No, you can leave Oren to me. I'll contact him. Listen, here's what you guys do next. Okay. Who's she talking to? What's going on? It's a bit crazy. Seriously, what a good runner. Or maybe I just lost it. Back in the old days, I would have put them away clean in a fraction of the time. Times like these, I can't help but feel a little mad. Here you are. Guess it's not the time to brood just yet. The sound of strings is growing clear. I'm steadily approaching the source. But the arts are diminishing in strength. Are they giving up casting, or... Who is it? Signor Federico, what are you doing here? I was not referring to you. Excuse me? Are you lost? If you don't mind, I can... Stop talking. What was that? That monster? I do not know. It's fled downstairs. Not good. Gerald's group live down there. Stay still. Someone is here. I heard gunfire this way, so I came to test my luck. Cardinal Aide Lemuin, Serpilia's report stated that you would not be operating in the field. Don't blame her. If I'm honest, I didn't think I would be either. But then came a slight twist. We'll catch up later. Are you on your own, Federico? Is nobody else operating with you? I am on my own. Then let's keep it short. I'm on the trail of a surprise visitor. I won't keep you too long. So here, be good and tell me. Which way did my visitor happen to go? Find out what that visitor is.
How do you like it?
Right. Onward. Tutorial 2. So we get this out of the way.
Got it.
Here we go. Oh, these things, okay.
One step backward.
Oh no, this is bad. There's a rock rolling our way from that crumbling wall. Be careful. Everyone, getting hit by that rolling rock will hurt.
And it also breaks these.
Focus on the fight. I'll block the rock and protect you all.
I have to get serious now.
Reporting in. There are residents headed in the same direction as the rock's trajectory. What should we do? The head has been smashed open by the rock and we can't repair it in time. It's all right.
We can use this wooden fence to stop the residents in their tracks and buy us some time for repairs. However, stopping them here makes the residents panic more easily, and this is only a stopgap measure, so we can't hold them off for too long. We have to seize the moment. Understood. It's a temporary. Click.
Freeze! Here, are you afraid of me? Not one step backward.
Gotta keep them pinned down.
Nope, I'm not scared.
I'm with you.
Okay, we've got to get more charged up here.
I am your shadow.
Okay. This is a little bit of a pain, but it's all good. Okay, Amiya just went down, which is annoying.
I'll show them what I can do.
Okay.
Any orders for me?
Not
Darn,
one step
that
backward.
won't work. Oh well.
Gather around me, guys. I'm ready to fight.
Fight these guys off here.
This is the place.
Anyone hungry?
Let them take care of them. Which is strange, but
Gather around me, guys. Rice is my specialty.
we're gonna lose it. We're literally gonna lose this. Wow, okay. Can't do that. I'm not losing a tutorial stage. Sorry.
Did I?
That was odd. I think I messed up deployment. I need to put Gummy over on the right side to block that, and I think I did the same screw up when I played through it the first time on my other account. But we've got to get Gummy out over here to block that, and she's going to hold off those others while Amiya shoots them. That's at least how I did it last time. All right, so we could skip all this. We did the dialogue. Nero's going to drop in. Okay.
I'll show them what I can do. Whew. Oh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
Yeah, don't waste, because I wasted on...
Ready to fight.
I wasted on using this, which, you know, in one way is a good thing, but... we can worry about keeping him taken care of.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. You'll pay for that.
Keep him down there.
Sure, a good spot.
I'll show them what I can do. Here, I hear someone crying.
Yeah, see, Amiya's taking care of them.
I have to get serious now. Push forward, Commander! Hurrah!
Calm that guy a little bit there, but he's gonna run over there, so we're good. Boom. See, I did that same mistake when I did it on my other account the first time, but I activated the other thing. But anyways, HE-4. We're about to be halfway. Awesome. Oh, here's this creeper. I really don't like the look of this guy. Awless. I'm a little surprised. See if I can remember his voice. I'm a little surprised. Because I've come back I've come to turn my back on the faith. Because of what you're evading, Stefano. I don't know whether you're under some outside influence, but if... There are no ifs, Aulus. I am not so far gone that arts would sway me. There are times when arts doesn't need to change our minds at all. All too many things can impact us, Stefano. You are asking what I reconsider. That I reconsider. Why, heretic priest? Is this decision of mine not what you always wanted to see? I can't deny it. But in turn, I have to recognize that back when this extraordinary building was still in Iberia, it was my fortune to study here, and those days were precious like little else to me then. In this way, Stefano, I'm just like you. I feel for this place, just as you do. I still remember the cleric who came with you from Laterano. I remember very many. The one you recall who took his gun 60 years ago and made the decision to fall in line with the church of then, while I chose to stay behind and protect those who were left. And this fed your faith, enduring until now. If you know so well, why would you still have me continue to wait, to endure? Are you about to refute all that you've maintained and proclaimed, just to turn around and tell me to deliberate, exhort me to stay fast? Of course not, Stefano. You know I wouldn't. But at core, I walk the path I believe is right, and so I would hope I could say the same of you. Tomorrow morning, should you still be committed, I will consider it your choice then. I will prepare what you need. If you are not yet decided, I will advise you to continue contemplation. Whatever it may be, I hope your decision will be that you find truest. Aulus, you wrongly assume one thing. And what is right? I am lost for any other choice. Very well. Should this be truth's ordain, then I will welcome you, Stefano, my brother anew. So he's a heretic priest. Interesting. Mind if I come in? You can. Excuse me. You're not doing too hot then. Can I ask a question? Sure. Is Fina not with us anymore? Not to push you, but I'd prefer some other question. I'm not really up for lying to you. Okay. Actually, I had an inkling all along. When it happened, I just suddenly couldn't feel Fina anymore. Even though she was so angry and so upset. And she was right there in front of me, right? But I couldn't find her anywhere. If I hadn't helped you fix up that gun... No! Don't say it, please. Alright. I feel the horns on my head. They're horns just like Ryman's. I can't ever pray holding my gun again, but at least I finally fit in with Ryman and Caroline. I fit in with everybody. The flowers weren't blooming this early last year. Funny timing now, No complaints, though. One last bloom for the road. Excuse me. And so, that'll do it. Eat that? We have a fallen angel? That Fortuna girl? Yes. I wasn't expecting that one. Let me tell you. Fallen. Our only option is to hold on until we get back, then let His Holiness decide. It's not something we can handle right here. But that surprise visitor who barged into my room is a different story. Federico, there's some things I'll explain to you later. For now, anything's a non-starter unless we find that visitor, whatever it is. I require your assistance, Executor Federico. It has mobility on its side. I managed to chase it down this far, but that was a stretch, and I've lost it now anyway. Huh? No immediate reply? That's rare. You're making me feel like something bad happened to you. Hey, I see those knit brows. Something bad did happen then.
I heard strings.
Strings? Did you... I don't think I heard anything.
Based on my inference, the sound came from the sacrarium on the top floor.
Right. Let me be real. I've gotten to know the length and breadth of your work at the Notarial Hall, which is why I'm relatively willing to trust your judgment. I am now formally querying you. Notarial Hall Executor Federico, do you truly believe this unidentified, unascertained, and possibly completely benign sound of strings stands to be more important than the request for assistance I'm making of you?
It does not.
Obviously not.
The occurrence of the sound is a chance event. I have suspicions about it, but I cannot deny that I, as of yet, find no direct correlation between it and our catalog of current affairs. Based on present circumstances, I judge that priority should be given to providing requisite assistance in tandem operation with you.
All done then? All right. I'm not here to bully you anyway. Just, I do need to check in with how you're doing real quick. I see now. Point me in a direction. I'll continue target pursuit, and I'll leave you to sort out the strings debacle.
This mission requires that we prioritize assuring yours and Orin's safety.
Due diligence is great and all, but I say priority's the kind of thing you need to judge yourself. I can't sense your emotions, Federico. Still, I have this Liberi friend, see? Who's the reason I learned long ago how to guess what people are thinking. Couldn't do empathy with her after all.
She's talking about Fiammetta, I believe. Anyways.
She might be a lot easier to figure out than you are, but some things carry over. One teensy little word of advice. Maybe sometimes you need to learn to trust your instinct. That settles that. We don't have time to waste, and I've got to force myself to be a little active anyway. Operation a go. Move out, everyone.
Speed up.
Signor Federico, wait 1 moment, please. What exactly do you think is up there? It was just the sound of strings, and we can't even hear it anymore. Are we really going to let the Signora brave the danger on her own? She's in a wheelchair, after all.
You have no need to worry.
How could I not worry? I just saw it myself. It was a monster.
Lemon was admitted into the Lateran by personal invitation of a cardinal of the 7th Tribunal. Her strength defies any contempt. Do not underestimate her.
I don't quite follow what you're telling me. I assume you mean she's just as mighty herself. But what if...
Speed up or stay where you are and wait. I suggest you pick up the ladder. It is the safer option. Empty. No. Subtle noises spill through the spacious sacrarium. The loading of the gun keeps audible lockstep rhythm. The executor suddenly points. Come out. I will only warn you once more. Come out from there.
He found us. He found us. He's just like the lady said. Yeah, the big man found us right away. Is he really the man she was talking about? He's got the wings and the ring. They're all black. It must be him. Mister, my name is Arendelle. I'm Astara.
Where's the woman who described me to you?
He looks really, really scary. You're too scary, and you didn't even say your name. That's just rude. Mama says if you don't know someone's name and they're a stranger, you shouldn't tell them anything.
Federico.
Signor Federico's scary. Is he a good guy? I bet he is, just like in the story. But we can tell him, right? Probably we can. Well, someone told us we had to wait here for a really scary big man with a black ring on his head, just like she has. And she said you'd find Mama with us. Yeah. And also, she said we were only allowed to wait a little tiny bit, and if you didn't come, then we come out ourselves. She said we couldn't stay here forever. And also she said... Eek! Senors, quick, there's a fire!
He's gotta protect the kids. Did I go deep with that? Anyways. Get out for now. Cover your mouth and nose, a fire's broken out.
Interesting. Random fire breakout. Pretoria's gone. Or hiding. Lemon's chasing the monster.
Take them all by storm.
I think I'm gonna have to do a little change here.
Your lives are mine
After this one. I should be okay for now.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Might be okay.
I'm prepared, your lives. Now ignited.
Let's begin.
Put her there just to gain some more traction. As far
I wasn't
as
supposed to outranch and bone their weeds. Mounds
as far as our deployment points.
Fields.
Okay, this guy's gonna panic, but it's alright.
Anything outside the plan? I'll judge for myself.
Got it. You can't stop me.
So now I don't need to worry about repairing those. Not right now, at least. We gotta wait for him to come down a little bit.
Trash the mission briefing. I
Put
know
her
what you
there.
want.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Shoo, no!
Bad luck.
I'm putting Texas in the way there just because. Shoo, you need to stop bringing him back. He's not an enemy. He shouldn't be retraced like that.
They'll be sleeping. A valiant struggle, but you won't get away.
Now, wait in line.
Oh my.
We got plenty for everyone.
There we go. We get this guy calmed down. Alright. I think we're alright
You
here.
can't stop me.
Let's keep that charge.
Monster, with me.
We get her ready to use monster. Let's keep this guy calm and comfortable.
If you're really in clear skies for tuning,
We're gonna pull her
for glue.
because we don't need Texas there anymore. Let's keep him way calm. Hey, what is going on? We're stuck at 11? We dead? Let's do these.
Awaiting order. Shut up.
This hunt has dragged on for too long.
You know what? I'm just gonna let her have fun.
I'm prepared to end the firelight.
Okay, I might be okay because I know I need her to block, and I need Calcit to use monster to possibly block in later stages, but
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
and there we go. We got that one. Okay. Fire devours all indiscriminately. One fire can destroy everything, no matter how precious, no matter how treasured. Oh, wow. Gerald once said the Sarkaz have no home, only war that follows them wherever they go. They swore fealty to their lord in the hope of finding a home of their own. He left because he became disappointed. I did not dare to ask why he was disappointed. We were full of hope when we first came here. We were happy despite the hardship. But now they are leaving. Is it because life here has disappointed him in the same way? What about me? I am watching the things I treasured burn before my eyes. Burning. Fading away. Gone. Oh, gone. Fire! Fire! The Sacrarium is burning! Get water! Water! What's going on? Is that a fire? Raymond, what are you doing here? I thought you had... Now's not the time for that. You're right. The sacrarium's on fire. Give me a hand. The sacrarium? How did the sacrarium catch fire? How should I know? Fires have happened before, but nothing as bad as this one. And the timing. We need to put it out. Thank goodness it wasn't the residences. Keep fighting the fire. I'll get help. Water! More water! It's too fierce! Careful, the smoke! Close the door, that might keep the fire from spreading! What are you talking about? It's the sacrarium, the holy statue is in here! Closing the door won't put the fire out! That's not what I mean, but it's too dangerous right now! Wise decision. What do you know? Who are you? Kids! Oh, how could you bring children to a dangerous place like this? Stay away, it's not safe here! You're right, it's not safe. You've inhaled a lot of smoke. Continue to do so and you'll be experiencing symptoms of smoke inhalation. Kind of feel like that's a little bit of like a double entendre. Like, smoke inhalation, yes, is a condition, but when you say the two things in a sentence like that, you've inhaled enough smoke, continue, and you'll experience symptoms of smoke inhalation. Inhaled enough smoke, smoke inhalation. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. So what? Anything useful to say? I've never seen you before. You're Sankta, right? From Laterano? That's a holy statue of Laterano. Something. My mission does not involve the statue. What are you talking about? Now's no time to talk about some mission. Use your arts to put that bloody fire out, or get out of the way if you're not going to help. I'm afraid I'm unable to use arts suitable for that purpose. More people are needed to fight the fire and minimize damage. I'll get help. There's no need. They're coming. You're here. We got word from Raymond. Enough talk. Take the bucket. I'll go get more. All right. More here. I've got it. Find a safe place to wait. Hear that Lateran? And what are the kids? I do not believe now is the right time to discuss that. Here, look it. Clement! Stop, Clement! Don't go any further! I advise against going into the scene of the fire right now. Let me go! Let me go! It is dangerous without proper protective equipment. He's right! Are you trying to get yourself killed? I have to. I have to. Sorry. I lost my head. I know it hurts, but this is serious. Flowers can be replanted. We're running out of water. I'll fill a few more buckets. We can't go any further. The fire and smoke are too much. You can stay behind. I suggest not speaking loudly to avoid smoke inhalation. And who's the reason I have to speak? You don't need to follow me. I don't trust you. I'm keeping an eye on you. Wait, did you hear that? Fire continues to burn and the gun-wielding statue creaks ominously. It casts a scorching shadow on Raymond, as though passing judgment on the Sarkaz who dared to set foot in the Sankta Sacrarium, as it begins to topple in the fire. Get back! There's a sharp cracking sound, but the expected pain does not come. The executor stands before the Sarkaz, his gun held high. This way, before anything else falls. Your arm! Oh, wait a second. You destroyed the statue! I did not destroy it, only changed its direction to prevent it from hitting you. But it's your statue! That does not matter. The fire continues to grow. It's atypical. Although furnishings like wooden benches are flammable, the initial location of the fire was unusual. It's possible that something else caused the fire. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? That is... Is this where the Sarkaz live? The walls are too thin to guard against the winds blowing across the wastes. It really is chilly. It's getting dark. I'm taking too long. Is that a fire I see up there? A fire? Now? Looks like there's trouble on Federico's side. Someone's coming.
They've gone to help at the Abbey. Should we go too? Stefano was good to us, even if we're leaving. You go if you want to, but keep me out of this. They've got their Lateran friends. Let them help. We're not welcome there. Well, guess I just got into the habit of hiding myself. Was there an argument? Things weren't like this when Oren and I first came. Don't be mad. Layla didn't mean to say that. She definitely thought it, even if she didn't mean to say it. She said I stole her winter clothes. Me? A thief? Taking care of this stuff has been my responsibility for years. Man, she thinks we're an eyesore. I don't think so. They never treated us the same as them. They hate us because Stefano refused to abandon us and return to Laterano. I see them for who they are now. We're the only ones who thought of us as family. I hesitated when Gerald wanted to leave. Now I realize he was right. They want us gone, we'll be gone. Can we really get out of here, though? The scouts haven't come back. Still better than waiting. Next time this happens, I won't be able to stop myself from punching someone. It's cold. I spent so much time holed up in a room that I forgot how cold the night outside was. Velev is going to cut my pay for this. Guess I'll make my own shining fruit dabash for Mostima rather than buy it if that happens. Okay. Time is running out. Dabash, something like that. Don't you? Oh, wow. It's finally out. Everything's gone, but at least the fire didn't spread below. It could have been worse. What do you mean it could have been worse? Look at the statue and the flowers. Oh. No one was hurt. That's a good thing. What about you, Raymond? Fine. Not dead yet. You crazy kid. You really charged straight in. Just you wait. Gerald will smack you around when he hears about this. Don't tell Gerald. Ha! Now you're scared. Where's the abbot? Did anyone tell him? Well, informing him is about all we can do right now. Everybody be careful. We don't want any more accidents. It wasn't an accident. Federico! What did you say? It wasn't an accident. I believe this was an act of arson. That's not something to say lightly, Lateran. Impossible. Who would want to burn the sacrarium down? Do you have proof? Like I said. Huh? The fire spread in an unusual way. It was caused by a foreign source. That's all? Enough to reach a conclusion. Why, you? Wait a second, Raymond. What? You think this is arson too? I don't know, but I went to look for help. People don't hang around this place much, especially you, Sarkaz. But I bumped into you. Hey, what are you getting at? Don't interrupt, Fernand. Let him finish. I don't mean... I just wanted to ask. What were you doing there, Raymond? Is this what you wanted to show me, Gerald? People don't say what's really on their minds around us. This is our reality, Stefano. I know. I've always known. No one is wrong. This isn't anyone's fault. We just want to live in peace, but this is how things are. The Sarkaz are doomed to wander. I told you this place would be your home. You did. You said you wanted the children to take root here. Maybe I was wrong. You said no one is wrong. There's a lot on your mind lately, Stefano. What are you planning? Or should I ask, did you have anything to do with this fire?
Monster.
He accuses him.
Samples.
Why? Why does he accuse him? That's intriguing. Let's go backtrack here for a second. Just because I believe... Yep. Now we get this guy. Good coworker.
Liaison from the Lateran Notarial Hall.
Notarial.
Here's
Insider.
the paperwork for our collaboration. May I ask which office I should be heading to next? I'm making my first impression here at Rhodes Island, so I want to do this perfectly.
He's got a little deeper of a voice than I pictured him having. So that's a little odd, but that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. All right. We'll have to pick up his stuff, but I love the little plants. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll continue. We'll do one more stage here for this one, and then the last episode, we will wrap it all up. I think... should I switch Exu out? Since I've got her... Or do I have my backup squad? What is the difference in my backup squad? Literally flip-flop those two right now, because I did something with these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to penance for now.
Sitting around in an office won't bring about justice.
Okay.
That's one thing I know for a fact.
That's just a temporary, just in case that things don't work with the boulder thingies in the later stages. I'm going to have my backup squad where instead of Exusier, we have penance. So, what do you mean? You're accusing me? That's not what I meant. What about you? Are you going to accuse me too? Come now, Raymond. No one's making any accusations. I didn't start any fires. Then why are you here at this hour? You don't pray with us. You don't come to the sacrarium. You people don't have any faith. We may not have faith, but that doesn't mean we have anything to do with the fire. I had some personal business that took me past this place. Believe me or don't. What sort of business? Nothing to do with you. Hey, enough. Is there some rule against us being here? You just want to accuse us of starting the fire, don't you? We shouldn't have helped them fight the fire. We should have let their place burn to the ground. What did you say? Fires have happened before at this time of year. It could just be a coincidence. What a coincidence it would be. You there. Did you say someone started the fire? Come here. Yes, I believe this was an intentional act. And you think I did it? No, I don't. You're lying. I have no reason to lie. The fire spread quickly. It can be inferred that the arsonist was near the sacrarium. And Raymond was. Do not jump to conclusions. What I meant was that anyone who was near the scene is a suspect. That includes all of you and myself. What are you talking about? You think we started the fire? We're Sankta. Why would we burn our own sacrarium? Race is not proof of innocence. I would not hesitate to destroy the sacrarium if I thought it was necessary. I did not find any evidence implicating the sarcasm. Humph, at least you're talking sense. Senor Federico is right. We can't accuse anybody without evidence. You're gonna just let this go? It's the sacrarium, and all of those flowers that you so painstakingly grew. Please, it's enough. I don't want to suspect any of us. Clement, the arguing must stop. The possibility of the Sankta burning their own sacrarium cannot be eliminated. I will continue to investigate until I discover the true culprit. Hey, Wingman, about what just happened. Yes? You're the one who started all that, all right? You're the one who first said someone started the fire. And you don't fully trust me, do you? Yes. Can you give me a little more than that? Anyway, what I mean is, it's like a running joke in this. Like, so many people are commenting on him and his short, like, yes. Right. You know, those kind of answers. And they're like, can you give me more? Is it hard for you to give me any more words? You know, there's multiple people. I think Spurious said something. Insider said something. He said something. Everybody's got this, like, say more, Federico thing going on. Anyway, what I mean is, don't expect me to thank you. I don't. He doesn't know how to say Gratias, Sarah. Poor thing. We can teach him. It's not hard. But I'm a little scared of him. Who are you saying doesn't know how to say Gratias? Hey, Wingman, where did these kids come from? I've never seen them before. You don't know them? Should I? Very good. I want to ask you about the Sarkaz population here, and about these two children. What? You? I'll answer your questions. Gerald, the fire! I saw it all. You did well, Raymond. And we meet again, Reverend Executor. I don't understand. You were standing there for a long time. I thought you didn't intend to show your face. Guess there's no hiding from you. Why did you change your mind? I believed you did not want to see me again. Peace makes one timid. Would you like to pay a visit to our place, Executor? We don't have much, but there's a place to sit down, and you could see with your own eyes how the Sarkaz live here. As for your questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Ew. I haven't been so active in a long time. I've never been good at pursuit. However... I've got you. Czar cry. Quiet. This is a residential area. You'll bother the others. Eat. Hungry. Oh, you can talk. This will be much easier if we can communicate. I guess it's not that simple. I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay put. It's dangerous. I'll contact the Iberian Inquisition. I'm sure they know more about you than I would. If you're really sapient, maybe you can talk to their priests. Oh! Who's that? Stop right there. I must ask you to stay. The night is cut open by a pulse of light. Someone feels a heavy weight that forces her gun down. The shadow that wields the light stands silently, drawing back the exotic sword before the gun that is slowly pointing towards him. As the clouds disperse to reveal the moon, Lemuel begins to see who it is. Well, there have been a lot of unwelcome visitors today. Can I ask you to stop bothering me? I will be very, very angry if someone gets hurt because we wasted too much time here. I'm afraid I cannot give way. I must ask you not to stop that pitiful soul. Guy really creeps me out. What is it? A noise. Source unclear. You don't have a lot of people. More than you think. Some went out and haven't returned. It's getting late. Go back and have some rest. Are you sure we're leaving tomorrow? Some people haven't come back yet. We follow the plan as it is. We set out tomorrow morning. All right. Senor Federico. What is it? I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy and hungry, too. Are you gonna take us home? I want to go home. I want Mama. Have you gone all day without food? Yeah. Mama never eats. She says she's not hungry. But we haven't eaten today. My tummy hurts. It's so weird. It's not weird. Food is one of the body's basic needs. Being deprived of it leads to discomfort and pain. It's so complicated. Is it normal to feel pain if you don't eat? Has Mama been hurting when she doesn't eat? If what you say is true, yes, your mother has been suffering physical torment. Can you not? Oh my god, even with kids, Federico, can you not just like... Your mama's gonna be fine. Something simple like that. Just read the room, dude. Enough, Reverend Executor. This is a fact. Sometimes the truth is better left unsaid. Is Mama hurting now? I cannot confirm your mother's current status. The executor kneels down. No one pays attention to the dirt on the edge of his robe and the adornments that represent his status. Federico Giallo gazes straight into the children's eyes. I am here as an executor of the notario... How did Insider say it? Notarial Hall? The Notarial Hall to investigate the truth of what is happening here at the monastery and to maintain its peace and order. The disappearance of an inhabitant is within the scope of my mission. Do you mean you'll help us find Mama? Yes, I will find your mother. Really? I never would have thought. Will you leave these children in my care for now, Reverend Executor? I cannot make the decision for them. You're right. Will you go with this young man over here, children? Me? But I have to... Well, I guess I can do it, now that this aquarium's all burned up. It's the one even scarier than Senor Federico. Yeah, he's so scary. You too. That will do, Raymond. I'll take you kids to supper. Then it's off to bed, okay? But I want to stay with Senor Federico. Sarah, Federico's busy. We need to be good. Okay, I'll go with the scary guy. Boss. Can you get the kids something to eat, then put them to bed? I can, but where do I take them? Hyman's house. Hyman's? I guess there's nobody there right now, but what if Hyman comes back tonight? It'll be fine. Alright then. See you tomorrow, Senor Federico. I hope we find Mama tomorrow. I will come for you in the morning. Yay! Good night, Senor Federico. Senor Federico, Senor Federico! Yes? I can't reach you. Come down a little lower. What? I knew that was coming, sweetheart. Good night. She gave him a little kiss, and he's all confused. Quite the ladies' man, aren't you? Kids these days, what's so great about that guy? Hey, wait up, you two! Don't run! Good night. He's just like broken by that. He doesn't know how to respond. I have a feeling that this Hyman that they're looking for, though, now, it just hit my brain. I'm wondering if Hyman is that creature. We'll see, though. Anyways. I thought this was going to be an easy trip, almost like a vacation. Welcoming some brethren back to Laterano. It didn't sound hard at all, did it? Well, I guess I did have to deal with Oren, but that wasn't too much of a problem. It's not like you can't talk to him. Certainly, your skills with a gun can solve many problems. Not quite enough to deal with you, though. You flatter me. I'm not flattering you. Should I call you father? Came to protect that curious visitor of ours, didn't you? I suppose you're from Iberia. I am. You wear a cleric's robe, but you feel completely different to believers of the Lateran faith. You're sharp. Honest, aren't you? I won't beat around the bush then. I don't normally like to be so direct, but not one more step forward. Leave. Now. You are not fit to set foot in paradise. I'm afraid I can't comply. I'm needed here for a little longer. Tough customer. An unusual sword. The style is Iberian. Your attacks are even sharper than your words. I still harbor hope for mutual understanding, but I concede that you're acting appropriately given your position. I'm curious, though. How do you define paradise? A place where everyone lives in peace and happiness, preferably with less unwelcome visitors. And would you call this place paradise, then? You're enjoying this chit-chat, aren't you? A group of people have found peace away from the world for 60 years. What do you call this if not paradise? Even if their lives are endless cold, hunger, and suffering. They may be wanting for material comforts, but it's far from endless. Ah, yes. Laterano will bring salvation. The hard days will soon come to an end, at the price of abandoning some. This isn't anyone's fault. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not accusing anyone. But I've been thinking, what is the difference between us? Is it physical or something else? From the individual's very birth, all that makes us who we are causes our thinking to go in divergent ways and reach divergent conclusions. Is there really such a thing as mutual understanding within us? Are you really going to ask this to a Sankta? You could try it yourself and in your next life, if you happen to become a Sankta. It's taken too long. Can't let that thing attack the residents. I need to take care of this quickly. No need to be anxious. I don't really plan on doing anything. I'm here because my kin need help. You sound sincere. I'm not in a position to trust you. You're stubborn as a former student of mine. It can be a virtue, but it can also be trouble.
I'm curious about a student who would cause you trouble. One of the best I've ever had. We never saw each other again after he left Iberia. I didn't want to do this. I'm so getting in trouble for it. Negotiations failed. Can't say I regret it. Lemon's movement is as light as her voice. She pushes away the movement-aiding device beneath her. The lamp that hung on her handle sways in the night wind, falls, then shatters. Light leaks out haphazardly, splashing on the silhouette slowly standing up in front. The dark veil of night is lifted. You can stand. Not yet, really. Rehabilitation is going to get longer, and I'm going to get scolded. I trust you won't push yourself too hard. You're not in good physical shape, nor are you used to this kind of battle. Oh. Thanks for the compliment. That was aimed for your mouth. People tune out the sermon when it gets too long, especially if they're already fuming after a long and not very good day. I think I could justify my response based on the provocation. The Cardinal Aide narrows her eyes. The facade of meekness that built up from years of being bedridden falls apart in the sound of her gun being loaded. Lemoon's light laugh has no warmth in it. I'm tired. Let's do this quick. I'll say it again. Get out of my way, Father. You may not set foot in paradise. Hungry. So hungry. Eat. Or is this the kid's mother? The thin door plank is pushed open from the outside. The children are still sleeping. The cold wind pours into the tiny, battered house through the gap. The unknown threat sneaks in soundlessly and slowly approaches. Eat. Hungry. Eat. Eat. Oh no. Yep. It's their mom. Wow. God in his temple.
Let's go. You know the plan. Move to intercept.
You saw nothing.
Okay.
Need speed to succeed. Need speed to succeed.
Moving
Moving
to designated
location.
Anything outside the plan, I'll judge for myself.
Why is it going that way? Weird. No, wait a second. I did not pay attention to the way that was moving. Oh my. I watched him run around and I'm just like, oh, where's he going? My brain just blanked there for whatever reason. All right, let's retry that. Okay, we don't need to focus on patching the floor yet. We need to get the top covered because they're going to run around. I just really had a brain blank. That was bad.
Never mind the use of force. Death
okay, how about we put him here instead? Yeah, because see, they're going to come around there. 9, 10. Let's use Texas here.
Need speed.
We're going to pull her. 11, 12. Let's put this here because I think he's going to go that way. $16, $17, $18.
They'll be sleeping. This hunt has dragged on for too long.
Let's get this guy calmed down. Try to keep him as calm as possible. And then we're gonna... Alright, now these are going that way too. Yeah,
Let's hold off on her. Let's get him calmed down a little bit more. And she'll be next. Oh, wait, whoa, I missed 2 more. Oh, man, I'm doing it again. I was too busy. Like this is a distracting stage for me. Because I'm looking at stuff and I'm trying to read it and I'm trying to keep that guy calm. But maybe I need him to move the other way. Ooh, I don't know. All right, let's try it a 3rd time and hopefully let's be more aware of the stage.
Let's go.
Keep your
14.
distance, or you
All
risk
right,
getting
let's
caught up in the
first
fighting.
and foremost, let's put Texas out this way. We'll put her out and then we'll get him out.
Got it. Shut up.
Keep him calm. Okay, because now they can't get out of there, which is
Anything
all
outside
right.
the plan, I'll judge for myself.
Okay, calm him down.
Pass on your last words. No.
Calm him down again.
Need speed to succeed.
Okay.
Ready to move. Let's put an end to this show. Pronto.
Follow me!
All right. Now here comes the big question. Here.
Please, trust in me.
Got it.
Gotta keep this guy calm.
Where do you wish to go your lives? Now.
Okay, they broke the
Ready to
statue.
move. This hunt has dragged on for too long.
Okay, we're gonna lose. We lost them. Damn it. Okay. I am not watching this in the right way. There's something with the way this stage is that's just not getting me. I'm focusing too much on keeping that guy calm. I need to not worry about that so much because I'm using too much of my resources on my deployment points, even having the operators that I have out here. So,
Good. I suppose
all right.
you've already
So
got a plan.
first and foremost, let's put Texas here.
Let's begin.
All right.
Got it. Shut up.
We can do that for now. Keep him calm a little bit.
Bad luck. You ran into me. Need speed to succeed.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Okay. Let's do that. I'm not gonna worry about him right now.
Awaiting orders. Shut up.
No, you don't, buddy.
You ran into
You're not getting through. Nope.
They'll be sleeping. This hunt has dragged on for too long.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Oh, don't you worry, pal.
Let me create a diversion.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me clear skies for team, rain clouds for gloom.
Pass on your last words. No.
Cut them to pieces.
Okay. Oh man, he's gonna take that hit. Okay. So I need Calcit out here, and I'm gonna put Monster. Damn it. Okay. So I need Shu or Calcit to block down here with Monster.
I can bear much more of. Just don't let anyone else disappear to
You know
the
what?
flames again.
We're gonna do something a little bit different here. We're gonna go back to that one strategy that I tried. We're gonna put Vigil up here, and we're gonna put Doggo Puss up with him.
Let's go.
I like calling it that for some reason.
Keep your
It's
distance,
Wolfpack,
or you
I get
risk
it,
getting
but
caught up in the fighting.
it's Doggo Puss. Okay. Okay, Texas is a backup.
Got it. Shut up.
Monster, with me.
They'll be sleeping. Let's put an end to this show. Pronto.
Okay. Okay.
Pass on your
I'm gonna
last
take
word.
these guys out.
Need speed to succeed.
Okay. This guy is okay now. We're gonna cover that. We've got nothing to destroy that. Okay. So we're in good shape now. Alright, so we're going to put her there.
Trust in me.
Buddy, you ain't doing nothing. Sorry. You can attack that all you want, but the thing is, like, you're kind of screwed.
Awaiting orders.
Let's calm him down a little bit.
Optimized
Monster, excuse me, take care of this guy.
I'm prepared to fight.
Okay. Okay.
Ready to move.
I think
Let's
we
put
are
an end
right
to this
now.
show. Pronto.
War. A word of
Our lives now ignited.
Okay, this guy's okay. Let's take care of him a little bit.
Optimize your monster.
I need to get her E2'd so that Monster's stronger yet. He's strong now, but
I wasn't supposed
just
to
not quite as good as he could be.
Anew.
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
But we should all here.
Wow. Looks awfully dangerous.
Beautiful.
You call me out for this?
Okay.
Optimize to perform your
All right, we got 9 to go. This is the one. We got
So
this.
you wrapped your brain and always so focused on the
This hunt has dragged on for too long.
For them, the bell tolls.
All right, Logos is facing upward now. We've got a slew of power out right now.
Awaiting orders.
Calm you down.
Awaiting orders. Cut them to pieces.
Got that. We're in good
Whether
shape.
you wish your lives
Boom.
now.
perform your
You take out that statue all you want. This guy's all right.
I hear the elegy. I hear the Soul River, the ferry of the other side.
Ah! You dummy. Did you really think that was gonna work? You're done.
If you're really, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Optimized monster.
Take him out, monster. Come on. Crunch these guys.
Ready to move. Let's put an end to this show. Pronto.
I'm
Reed,
prepared.
let's pull you. Texas,
Pass on your
help
last
out.
words. No.
These guys ain't nothing. And they toasted. We got them. We got them. Let's go. I really prayed when I was in Laterano. This is not to say that my faith was flawed then, or that I was more arrogant or lazier than I am now, nor can I prove that I am more devout, humble, or diligent now. Because of the environment, though, there were many things that I thought were not necessary when I was in Laterano. In Laterano, all that the people sought was right there. The holy city's blessing was right there. It was everywhere. The Sankta knew it. Lord, I seek your forgiveness. I swore to welcome all who asked for my help. Ask for help. Treat all of them with equal kindness, and help them to the best of my ability. But I did not keep my word. I can no longer answer the calls for help. I cannot ask them to stay, for we are short on supplies and cannot afford it. I must choose between one group and another. Choose, yes, I have made my choices, many choices. But choosing is wrong, and I cannot bear any more wrongs. I cannot go back on my faith, abandon one another, one to save another. Save the many and condemn the few. Laterano, my absent home. Why is Laterano the only home? If betraying the high guidance is the path to what I believe in, if only by accepting the heathen can obstacles be truly cleared, all will be revealed soon. My lord, forgive my sins if you truly exist. Who's there? Come now. There's no need for violence. I've been looking for you, most reverend abbot. Okay, so what's Insider doing? Food is in short supply these days. I hope you don't mind. Not that minding would do any good. At least it fills the stomach, even if the taste is nothing to write home about. I don't need to eat right now. Eat. Don't let it go to waste. Gerald, leader of the Sarkaz. You knew the two Libery children? Are you always so direct? Don't call me a leader. I've seen the true king of Sarkaz. A humble hunter is not worthy of the title. Why do you call yourself a hunter? Because that's what I am. I hunt to feed myself and others. I think you have an idea on what's going on here, even though you just arrived today. Not the full picture. You lead the group of Sarkaz that lives here. You were latecomers, but at one point, you got along well with each other. Yes, at one point. Now, conflict has arisen, and it is likely to escalate, given the circumstances. Yeah, which is why we're leaving. Normally, you would have the advantage in conflict with the other inhabitants. There are a few amble combatants amongst them, which is one of the reasons they took you in, but Laterano's intervention has taken away your martial advantage, leaving as the logical choice. You're good with those logical conclusions. But I learned a long time ago. Our lives are not logical, and I get reminders about that all the time. Candlelight flickers. The aging Sarkaz casts his gaze on the wall. The shadows reflected upon it have become blurred, one fading into another. We didn't choose to believe because we couldn't live anymore. Before I came here, I never thought we would have a life like this. There were dangers, there was conflict, but we were accepted. We built our own homes, worked for our daily bread. That all might seem normal to you, but it was beyond our wildest dreams. What is the true reason you chose to leave? It's simple. We see the writing on the wall, just like you do. The rift can no longer be repaired. All that's left is to watch things get worse. Today it's just an argument, an accusation, but what about tomorrow? Violent confrontation between the natives and the Sarkaz is likely. Today's fire was a warning. Leave now, and we remain friends to be missed. But if we allow ourselves to be burdened by attachment and fail to make a decision, we will become the Sarkaz that the rest of the world knows, a band of vagabonds who bring conflict with them wherever they go, who are not welcome anywhere, who have no place to call home and no place to go. That's just prejudice. To us, it's a fact. The Sankta have Laterano. But where do the Sarkaz belong to? It's time. It may take a while for the little ones to get used to life without a roof over their heads, but it'll happen. As for those two children, you knew them. I know a little about where they came from. People at the Abbey in Ryman don't. Very few do. I guess they're wanderers who came from the outside. Their family could be dead, or they could have abandoned their children. Stefano has taken in other wanderers before, but this place could hardly accommodate any more inhabitants these days. But someone secretly took the children in. You know who it was. Few secrets can truly be kept forever, especially now, when every single grain counts. Hyman took them in. She set aside a part of her own rations each day, and stole from the hunted game a few times. I covered it up for her when I discovered it. Even then, life isn't easy for them. So, Hyman is their mom, and that thing still could be Hyman. Ah ha 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 ha! I might have got it. We'll see. Where is she now? That's what I'm wondering. She should have come back with game today, but I haven't heard from her. She's missing. We don't know where she is. Whatever happened, I hope she doesn't do anything stupid. Or, if she's not the creature, there was an earlier scene where it was kind of obvious that that creature was feeding on something. It could have eaten her. Either way. But the way the creature reacted almost seemed to imply that it was definitely her. But anyways. Missing. No, this isn't right. What do you mean? Hyman would not allow the children to go out. In order to keep their existence a secret, Arundel and Astara's appearance at the sacrarium was not an accident. Someone brought them outside. Where is Hyman's home? I want to see it for myself. Ooh. Battered wooden hut was a shelter in the storm for the young children, abandoned by adults who lacked the means to raise them. They wandered the wastelands and were picked up by a sarcas on death's door. The battered hut was leaky and cold, but there were clean clothes, even if a little tattered, and food, even if the taste was not great. The walls did a poor job of keeping the cold out. They could gather all the fabric in the house and wear the thickest winter clothes they had, and they would still shiver at night. But it was home. Mama was there. That was where the children felt safe. The unexpected visitors do not disturb their soft breathing. They remain slow and steady. A twisted shadow is cast over the children. Incomprehensible whisper. Hungry. Eat. Rolls over. Eat. Cold. The misshapen monster murmurs incomprehensibly. The stationary shadow begins to move. In the moonlight, the monster's powerful tail reaches forward. It brushes the children's soft cheeks, leaving behind a wet scent. Then, it falls into the soft, meek little prison. Still sleeping soundly, Astara and Arundel instinctively lean towards the comforting scent. Cold. Mama. Oh, hungry. Eat. Cold. Cover. Cold cover. There. Let's go. Bring another one for me. What have you done, Your Excellency? It is improper to eavesdrop on a confession, Reverend Executor. Oh, don't get me wrong. I wasn't listening to your confession. Of course, you also know that's not what I'm talking about, nor am I asking who you sent to ring the bell. How you plan meals for the monastery. I'm asking about the smell coming from the sacrarium up there. You can tell by the smell. Is the Griffin Arsenal still in business? As far as I know, it still supplies practice equipment for various educational institutions, including firebombs. Only the holy city endures. I feel your pain. Only Federico learned subtlety and discretion, right? Still, it's just a corner of a building. It's far from over. Everyone can return to Laterano safely. What do you think? You're talking to the wrong man. I taught everyone how to dismantle the Abbey's old weapons and make use of them. Fuel is short, while the winter is long. But if you think I instigated the fire... I won't argue. Come now, don't talk like that. Why don't we sit down and have a chat? Find a solution that we can all accept. Chat. Solution. Huh. Is there a solution that doesn't involve turning my back on a human being? I already explained... my convictions. Would you truly accept a compromise? A group of refugees sought sanctuary at the monastery 7 years ago, during a great drought. I closed the doors to them. They stumbled, almost crawling back to the wastes. It wasn't the first time I saw a sight like that. But I swore before the Lord that it would be the last. Am I wrong in my convictions, Executor? No, of course you're right. I understand your pain. There are limits to Laterano's power. The laws are imperfect. I think, and therefore, I doubt. For all its imperfections, though, Laterano is good enough for me. I don't want to see her peace and harmony to be threatened by anyone or anything. I'm sure you can understand that. It would be easier for me to persuade my colleagues if we reach an agreement here, and if you refrain from causing any complications. My mission would be easier if none of you lifted a finger. Just because not everyone can go back to Laterano doesn't mean that no one should. Laterano is to you as this place is to me. There is no need for any further talk between us. I ask you to leave me to come to my confession. Raymond, it's getting late. You should get some rest. Clement, I just had something to do. I'm really sorry about today. Don't think too much about it. We're leaving anyway. Right. When is that? Depends on Gerald. We'll be leaving tomorrow morning no matter what. Probably after Matins. Matins? Oh, do you know where Fortuna and Delphina are? I was looking for them. Did Gerald not tell you? What? What are you talking about? Delphina. She's gone. Monster left. Goodbye. Is that a word of farewell, or am I mistaken? Oh, wait, whoa, that's him. You possess basic language skills. It seems my previous assessment was incorrect. I did the voice as Lemon because I thought maybe the conflict with her and the father, she got past, but I guess not. So, we'll go back and redo that real quick. Was that a word of farewell, or am I mistaken? You possess basic language skills. It seems my previous assessment was incorrect. You... Sankta. Indicating a certain level of sapience and cognitive thinking. Communication appears possible despite deviation of physical form. Unknown level of contagion. Unclear if movement patterns change over time. Unknown level of danger. Notarial Hall regulations permit elimination of potential threats of unknown danger level in order to safeguard the rights of the citizenry. No sign of resistance. No apparent will to survive. I'll try to make this quick and painless. The monster stands in place. The path before it is blocked. It cannot go back to the past behind. Justification, anger, pain, all consumed with the no longer human body, before it can manifest itself on the hardened hide. Before an obstacle it cannot surmount, the monster loses the strength to fight, but cannot let go of its last bit of pride. It stands, silent, like a statue. Wait! Executor, no! Gerald. Hyman. I had half a mind to start praying like Stefano, praying that the monster the Executor was talking about wasn't you. It was the logical hypothesis. It has now been confirmed. Move aside, Gerald. No! You're interfering with official business. I know! You could point your gun at me, pull the trigger, bump off a sarcasm criminal. You won't get any complaints from me. But I can't let you kill Hyman. Explain. I can't give you a correct or proper explanation. All I can say is, look behind Hyman. There are 2 children sleeping beyond that door. Children. My children. They have no idea what happened. They're full of hope that you will find their mother. They trust you. The Sarkaz's rough, weathered hand presses against that of a Sankta. There is no brotherly intimacy, no trust or understanding between friends. But the Sarkaz's hand presses the Sankta's. The muzzle of the gun drops, inch by inch. Don't do it, Executor. Don't do it unless you've reached a conclusion that you're satisfied with.
Why must our world be enveloped in strife?
Interesting. All right, let's collect our little bit here. We've got 6, 7, 8, and the 2 story bits yet. So we will complete those in the next episode. Let's see. Let's collect the furniture pieces, because we definitely want all that stuff. So now that we've gotten all of that, let's also collect the sniper chip. Thank you. And then that's it. We'll get the rest of the stuff as we continue, and I'll continue farming as I can as well. But for now,
Doctor.
That's it for this one. Alrighty, so we finished up that episode, and we're about 2/3 through. And we've had a lot of interesting things happen. And as I said at the end of the last one, we were kind of at a point there where things were really starting to spearhead into conflict. We were starting to see the beginnings of something happening. And in a way, nothing really concrete happened here. And what I mean by that is not that nothing happened, but rather that a lot happened that we just couldn't get a handle on, and we don't have a conclusive source of the conflict, so to speak. There are a lot of threads going in different directions between the Sarkaz still leaving, the random changes in demeanor, the sudden fire there at the Sacrarium, the appearance of this monster in Hymen, and this creepy Iberian father that's there, and Lemon chasing the monster, Arturia and her involvement in things, the children, all these different plot threads, Clement, Fortuna, and her falling, everything that's happening is going in so many different directions. And it's kind of obvious that we're starting to see some stuff with like Father Abbot, or rather the Bishop Stefano. He is kind of got some shady things going on himself, and we're starting to pull that out bit by bit. But there's a lot of strange things happening here, and little by little, we're starting to get the answers. Now, that being said, we're still not concrete. Again, we're not concrete in a solution. But I feel that what we're getting to right now is that rounding point where everything's going to kind of just come in and boom. All of a sudden, we're going to get everything at once. We're going to find out the answer to our questions that we haven't had. We haven't found out yet. And I'm anxious. I'm anxious to see how this ends. I'm anxious to see what happens with the Sarkaz people, what happens with the remaining Sankta and stuff like that. I'm anxious to see the source of the conflict overall. It's obvious that there's a connection between the creepy Iberian guy and the bishop. There's something going on there. And then, two, what is the deal with the secret mission that seems to be with Spuria and Oren? Oren, we did see him. We got the appearance of him, but he talked to Rochelle. He talked to Rochelle and kind of gave him some information, obviously, and tried to recruit him to help. And now he goes after the bishop. That being said, is there something that Oren found out? And that's why Lemon chose to stay behind, because of her mobility issues. Oren knew what he was doing, and Oren's cooking up something, and he may have contacted Spuria. Either way, we're going to find it all out in the next one, and we are going to find our definite conclusion. Now, the last thing that I'm very, very curious about is how this ends up leading to Zvillingstone. And again, we'll find that conclusion in the next one, because of the fact that Arturia's, she was obviously there. She disappeared, left the children for Federico to find, and now she's gone. Is she going to pop up again over the next couple of episodes? Is this when she starts to be labeled as a criminal? That she's outcast to Latanian? Either way, I'm just anxious to start putting two and two together more. And with that being said, that is it for this one, guys. So I appreciate you all so much for watching, for hanging out here on the channel, watching my videos, and joining in on the fun. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe if you can, especially if you're new to the channel. It's going to help me to grow and continue to bring more cool stuff like this and reach my goals. That is it for this one, guys. I will see you next time.